I did my hold on. Before, I'm gonna get this ready before. My wife did pick me up some goodies this week.
That is a nice one.
And
this is also a nice one. Now, I think that there's a blacklight version of that one.
Oh, the Queen?
Yeah, I think that there's a blacklight. No,
I
there's
don't
not.
think with her on her throne, though.
There's not a blacklight version of that one. There's definitely not a blacklight version of that one. I've already hit the live button. I just want to
ready?
help this. I've already done it. You don't even have to do it. I already did it. You don't even.
Oh, we're already live.
We're already live.
We didn't even do intro. We're just
today. There's no intros today. No intros today. None of that today. Let me see the Queen again, though. I got to see the Queen again. So you picked up the Queen. This is a really cool one. I think that I might be wrong, but I think there's a blacklight version of this one. If not, I bet there's one coming out.
I don't know. I know there could be blacklights of just her, but not on the throne.
Is it just of her? I don't have one of the
boxes. The throne is super cool. It's really detailed.
So have you just become an out-of-the-box collector? Because I think that's what you're doing at this moment.
No. I mean, I like certain icons, for like the background with the castles. If I can get a hold of the, what is it? The Tower of Terror, I would like to add that in the back there. If I could get the Space Mountain, that would be another cool one. I'm all for the icon type items.
Do they have the Tower of Terror in a Funko Pop?
Yeah, they've released it in UK only. I have not brought it out in US. I've already got my contact keeping an eye out for me.
I could probably 3D print this ride for you, right?
Check
that is really, really, really cool.
The throne is super detailed.
I hate to admit this, right? I mean, because we're men, right? We do men stuff. We were just talking about like doing men stuff, like using the bathroom with the door open and talking about beef jerky. That your wife thought was quite comical, because honestly it is, right? Because we probably don't make beef jerky. I used to make beef jerky. I really like the Disney villains. I have kind of fallen in love with this Disney villain line.
They're good. They're a good line.
I've kind of fell in love with this line. I fell in love with the blacklight version of this line. I'm kind of now wanting to start grabbing the regular versions of this line, like you were just showing. And you had another one sitting there.
Well, she may come out of the box with the upcoming, because technically you got to remember, out here in Orlando in Central Florida, it's Halloween time. Disney started Halloween party last Friday, so technically it's considered Halloween time. So we've talked about changing up the background to have some Halloween stuff. So she could come out for that. Now, actually, I will tell you one thing that actually originally pissed me off. But when I actually went online to find the logo, I've made myself feel better. If you actually look at the villain's logo, it actually looks like it almost looked like the writing was screwed up. I'm like, what the hell? Somebody screwed that up. No, it's actually supposed to be that way.
So check this out. Did you just say that you were going to do a Halloween background? Because I have been thinking about doing a Halloween background. And if you're going to do a Halloween background, I say that we challenge each other to see who comes up with the best Halloween background.
I'll have to tell because she does the background. So.
Essentially, we have built studios, and I don't know if a lot of people know this, right? But we have kind of built studios. You took a long time, and you and your wife, y'all sat down and designed the wall and designed the colors and designed the lighting and the sound design. I mean, so essentially, we have built studios in our home, right? I mean, this is something that we've honestly done. So if you're going to do one, because I've said this year that I'm going to do a Halloween and I'm going to do a Christmas backdrop. So this will change. This might not change, but my background itself will change. And it's either going to become some sort of a Halloween theme and some sort of a Christmas theme.
Well, and especially me doing more Disney, I'm going after, I haven't decided if I'm going to go more after like a Haunted Mansion style something or other, or a Nightmare Before Christmas, because Nightmare Before Christmas is widely argued on whether it's a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie.
So this is what we should do. We have 7 people there. Every one of y'all should be hitting the like button this moment. We'll hit the chat shout out in just a second. We'll do a Halloween special. Halloween special, and we'll do it with our backdrops. And then we will do the loser. We'll let the chat room decide who the winner and loser is. The loser gives away a pop, and the winner gives away a pop. So we'll both give away a pop just for fun. We'll throw a Halloween. What do you say? That
That'll
sounds like a
work.
good
I'm
special.
down for that.
We should do a Halloween special. That would be a lot of fun. So you want to hit that chat shout out real quick? I see that we got a
Yeah.
lot of people over there today. Guys, I am back. I am feeling better. I appreciate all the love and support. Make sure you're hitting that like button though. Smash that like button, as they say here.
So in here first is new person to the chat. We got Smooth Selling.
Smooth selling. What is up?
Selling. What's up? We got Simon in the house. What's going
Simon's
on?
in the
He
house.
actually just did a new hunt video recently, and he went live too, and I missed the live. I was like, really?
Oh, Simon, I
He goes live
apologize
and
for
I
missing
missed
your
it.
live, brother.
We've also got and I'm gonna demolish this name.
I'm glad I'm not even trying to say it.
Trivosphere.
Servo
Servosphere? From the UK.
What from the UK? Hey, we appreciate you showing up today.
We have Zach Bonifer in the house. What's going on, buddy? We've got James from Alamo City. What's going on, man? And as people come in, we'll go ahead and hit people up more.
Yes,
as we go.
so guys, we truly appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us. I'm gonna get this box open.
I appreciate that, James.
There is a lot of really cool like Funko news out there right now, and I don't know if it's really. I think that some of it you're gonna find really cool. So I'm kind of excited to talk about like a part of it, but we're gonna get a little further into this. This is gonna be one of those Entertainment Earth mystery boxes that I have become so famous for, because we know that Entertainment Earth likes to send your order in a bunch of different boxes. I don't have time to go check my emails every time they send me a box to figure out exactly what is inside of it, but I am pretty sure that this one is a soda, because I get to shaking them, like it's Christmas. I get to shaking them, and then it tells me if it's a pop or if it's a soda. Is that horrible?
Well, you've been ordering a lot of soda from them.
So I shook it a little bit. It told me that it was a soda. It is absolutely a soda. Let's see which one of these sodas this bad boy is. Does it say on there?
Frodo Baggins.
This is going to be the Frodo Baggins, which is kind of funny because let me tell you what I didn't do. I didn't order the Bilbo Baggins that came out. So it's kind of funny that I grabbed this one and didn't grab that one, but I definitely did that.
Trying to make sure I monitor this thing as we go. Sorry.
Yeah, are you actually on the because we got to get on the YouTube, and I almost forgot to get on the YouTube.
I got it up on the phone right now to keep an eye on it.
Yeah,
and yes, Smooth Selling, you are correct. If you watch my channel, you have on 5 Minutes of Disney every week, I've talked about D23 coming up. I am not going, unfortunately, but I will be doing a live stream on September the 11th, because that's when Josh Tomorrow is doing his presentation. So come and see me for that one.
What do you? Yeah, so I see that somebody threw in their D23, and that's one of them that we're going to be talking about, because Funko has just been you've got to give your hats off to Funko. They have just been hustling on every con, every event, every chance they get to jump in a new convention, they are jumping into them, and that is one of them that they're going to be at. So they will be at the D23 Expo. There's a lot of really cool stuff. You kind of made mention to JKL, who has already been kind of posting a bunch of those.
Yeah.
And we're going to get into that in a minute. We have FunCon that's going to be coming up. We're going to talk about that a little bit. We're going to talk about, I know that some of y'all are maybe not a big fan of the NFTs, but we've got a little bit of that that'll be coming up. I want to talk about some Halloween stuff, some different kind of mystery boxes that maybe is not something that we're so into. I believe that this one has I was looking at the chase on the back of it, and it looks like maybe it's like the invisible cloak where he puts it up.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the clear one, I think.
I think this is the clear one, right? Is this the clear one? Did we pull is this the common? This is going to be. I am pretty sure that is
common.
That is the common. I am pretty sure.
Out of Lord of the Rings ones, though, as far as the chase goes, I think the Bilbo Baggins one was the best one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's just gonna be the common. I say that's the common most of the time. I don't honestly care, to be completely honest with you. If it's the common or if it's the chase, every once in a while I'll find a chase that I just have to have. But I have discovered that a lot of times the commons actually look better than the chase variant.
Oh, there's one that we're going to talk about today. I'm sure that got announced that I already told JKL. I'm like, I just want the chase. I really don't care for I just want the common. I don't want the chase. I really don't care for it.
It's kind of funny how that happens, right? It's sometimes, and it seems like that happens more than it doesn't. The commons are kind of more interesting than the chases are, and I don't know if they do that by design, if they're trying to pull you in with the common, and then maybe hope that you get a chase that's going to go up in value or not up in value, or however it is that you want to like play the game. I mean, if you're flipping them, then I guess you always want the chase. If you're not flipping them, then I guess it really doesn't matter. I guess it just depends on what you're looking for. I want to talk about FunCon though. FunCon's coming up. This is going to be their 5th year.
That's what the eight pops or whatever that were announced that were kind of weak a little bit.
There's something in this one, right? So Funko gave us something in this FunCon that I honestly wish that I was there for. This is one of them that I think maybe next year I'm going to try and make it a point to make it there, maybe, possibly. I don't know. I really wish that I could jump in my car and drive there now. But they're going to be bringing us these guys. And there's a lot of sodas in this one, but they're also bringing in some pretty cool stuff. Now, we don't really get into the anime stuff. So this is the Demon Slayer. If that's something you're into, it's pretty cool. The Harry Potter, there's so many Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's the Gringotts with the wand. Or no, that's Ollivanders. I'm sorry.
So many Harry Potter fans out there that I know this one's going to be hot. If you're wanting to flip one and you just want to make a quick $10, this is probably the one that you want to go with.
I hate this thing.
I hate this thing too.
There's a lot of people that like it. I don't. To me, it's basically like Funko is in the. I'm sure someone keeps saying there was supposed to be a comic based on this, but to me, it's really just like Funko. Like, oh, I found some bodies. I found some heads. Let's just put these together and. Hey, we'll call this a Power Ranger turtle. Stupid.
So I was listening to you, and I was kind of reading Zach's comment all at the same time.
That's supposed to be recording.
Hit the off for me. Thank you.
Well, it wasn't recording.
Oh, I got you.
Love you.
Love you too. So I was kind of reading the comment about them sending them damage. That seems to be happening more and more with Funko. To be completely honest, to be completely honest, that seems to be happening more than it hasn't happened in the past, and I think it has something to do with their distribution, the way that they set that up. What do you think about this one? Talk to me.
Me and Chase made a comedic about this last week. I mean, Lemonheads is a classic.
Yes.
I think if they would have just left it at that, as being a great ad icon, it would have been cool. The entire scented thing is just dumb. I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't need my pop smelling like Pine Sol. And it just does. It's like you know what? If we're gonna go that far, I mean, where are we gonna stop with this? I mean, if for, let's say, on a good end, give me a Captain Crunch scent, I'm okay with that. On the bad end, I mean, we looking at like, I don't know, wrestling sweat smell or something stupid like that.
Remember not too long ago that they did one for He-Man, and I want to say it was skunk or.
If we're going there, I need a mac and cheese box scented mac and cheese.
I would not be surprised, because this is nothing new to Funko, right? So they've been doing this for a long time, and I can't remember which convention it was. This is one of those moments where I almost wish that we had the Reasonable Gentleman in the chat, because he was one of them that picked this up and was talking about it, and it smelled so bad. They say you could smell it through the box. It was the Chase variant of it. That had the scented versus the non-chase variant, and they said that you knew that it was the chase before you ever got it out of the box.
Yes, because it smells.
Yes, because it smelled so bad.
But yeah, there is something though. I was watching, I think Pop the Chaos this past week, and Pop T made a comment, and they kind of showed a little bit of a clip. You know how the Funko idiots go on to YouTube and show off these items and stuff like that. They literally had to put this thing. They basically like try to stuff it up their nose just to smell the goddamn thing. So, which tells me the scent's not that strong.
Check this out though.
If you're trying to sniff the lemon head, there's a problem.
I kind of want this one, and I'm not. I kind of want this one.
I would enjoy it. Just get rid of the scented thing. I don't get the scent.
I don't mind it. I guess I think it's a gimmick. I think that the scent's gonna wear off in time. If you have this in your collection for 10 years, it's gonna be like everything else you had as a kid that had a scent to it. It's gonna go away, right? I mean, the older it gets, the less you're gonna smell it. So it is a gimmick at the end of the day.
I think the time frame on that may depend on what type of collector you are. If you're going to be an in-box of this, I could say that maybe the scent will hang around a little bit longer than normal. Than say,
But how long?
box
How
collector.
long do you say?
I don't know, at least a year. I would think maybe.
I think that's fair. At least a year. I think anything past 2 though is done. It's done. You're not gonna get it.
Well, let's get Mr. Hanky scented pop.
Well, howdy ho.
Oh, good lord.
You know, there's all kinds of things you could do at that point as far as scented goes. You could get insane with it. And you know, this really isn't anything new to Funko, but I think this one is really cool, guys. Make sure you're hitting that like button down there. Hit it as many times as you can. I haven't looked at it. I'm just enjoying the time back. Me and Chris really haven't talked a whole lot. I was getting over something. He was getting over something. This one's going to be a fun one. Let's see what is next. Next.
Well, of course, we finally got the sodas. Now, we did find out, me and Chase found out last week, that this is actually a very bad picture because that soda itself is not pink. The bottle is actually not pink. It's more of a brown color. It's not pink. Now, in this case, if I got this, to be honest, I think the whole Chase thing with Emerald and Kakar is dumb as hell. And just give me the comment.
Listen to me. When the sodas dropped, no one listened to me. And I told everybody to make sure you jump on the sodas. And nobody listened. I remember they'd sit on the site for 3 months before they sold out. And some of them were only 3,000 piece runs. They would sit there forever and they didn't sell out. Listen to me. If you want a pop that's going to go up in price fast, get your hands on this one. I bet that Chase variant sells for $200 the day after it's released. I will put money on it to anyone who wants to bet me that it's going to hit $200 the day that it's released.
But did you see the announcement today that they actually announced what these sodas are going to sell for?
No, I did not.
$40.
Oh, I already thought it was going to be $39. I already put my math into
ridiculous. Now I love Iron Giant. I think this would be cool. I'm not spending $40.
All right, so it's 7 inches of solid vinyl, right? I mean, so you have to take that into consideration first, right? So it's 7 inches of solid vinyl. So that's already got some money behind it. And then they designed this 2-liter bottle that it's sitting inside of that opens in some strange manner. It opens from the bottom, I think, not the top.
I think it's underneath the label or something.
It unscrews, and I think it comes apart toward the bottom, not at the top. I'm telling you in advance, this one's going to hit $200. You don't have to believe me, but I guarantee you that's what's going to happen. It's going to hit $200. If you don't go after this one and later you're like, oh, I'm going to collect the 3 liters, you are going to kick yourself in the butt every chance you get. I guarantee you.
Now, there's a new one that got announced today.
Yes, there is. There's another one of these.
I'm more interested in.
There's another one of these coming right down the way. Only 3K. I think that I am 1 subscriber away too, guys. I am 1.
You're at 2,999.
Yes, I am 1 subscriber away.
Oh my god!
From being at the 3K, the last I checked, because I hate to say this, that I don't really watch my subscriber count anymore. I think that it's something kind of strange happened one day, and that became less important to me than a lot of the other analytics. So today I noticed that I was at 2,998, and I said, "Whoa!" Oh, they dropped me back down 5. It's okay. They kicked me back down.
I did want to point out, Chase did put up a 19-month membership to Burger Life.
Oh, thank you, Chase. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. They knocked me back down 5 subscribers. They had to make sure it didn't happen today. That YouTube does that to me quite often. That's why I don't watch it. Well, I thought I was going to take a screenshot. Not today.
I stopped looking at it, to be honest with you.
Well, they still take me down 4 or 5 subscribers a day, so I guess I just thought it was going to sneak in there. I thought somehow it was going to sneak in there. It's not going to sneak in there today. Not today. So let's see what we got next. Next is one of them that I think is a pretty cool soda. So Yogi the Bear, I think that this one's solid. It was better than bringing back the Hound that they can't quit like making sodas of.
That black light is weak though.
To me, the black light's getting kind of played out. It's kind of hitting the played out moment to me in the black light. It's just not doing it anymore.
Hey, by the way, your front page does say 3K.
Yeah, that's funny that it says 3K, but my analytics they don't say 3K. My analytics have me like
2995.
yeah, my analytics have me below that, but I'm gonna screenshot it anyways because my luck it'll do something stupid. So I'm gonna screenshot that one anyways. Thank you, Chase. The black
Disney Pops. I saw you got your.
I
Your
did.
Mickey.
Did you see that video?
I did see the
Oh
video.
man, thank you for sending me this one. This is I think you've started a problem, to be honest with you, because I've never really been that big of a Disney collector. And
The gold is awesome.
The box on this thing is amazing.
I agree with you when you said in the video. I'm not huge on background stuff, but that 50th back there,
yeah,
is phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm not into the backgrounds. I've been a hardcore person that the backgrounds take away from the actual pop itself. Not in this one. This thing is absolutely beautiful.
The gold up at the top. Oh,
let me tell you what's funny about this.
So good.
I believe that this pop's very underpriced right now. I think that I'm going to start doing like segments on pops I think that are underpriced, and this is one of them that I think right now is extremely underpriced, because one of the first things I did after I looked at it, I said, I wonder what it is selling for at this moment. And it's extremely under like performing at this moment. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're wanting that one in your collection, go ahead and buy it now, because it's at the moment in time that you should get it, because I don't think that you will get it from that price a year from now. I think a year from now you will pay triple what it is valued at right now.
Yeah, I think I'm going on because I'm going to Hobby DB right now because I got it up on there, and that pop right now is.
Thank you guys. 3K. Now we just got to get to 5. One day, who knows?
On here. There it is. It's for $65, which I think is crazy.
Underpriced. I'm telling you. That thing is underpriced. A year from now, you will pay triple that to get your hands on it. If you're going to collect that one, I'm telling you, get it now.
Which is crazy. Also, if you look in comparison, that Yelena pop, that from the Black Widow movie, is 120, and that's only 65, and it's gold. Mickey,
I'm telling you, it's severely underpriced. And I don't really know why, but if you're gonna get it, I'm telling you, get your hands on it now, because if later on you're like, wow, I was gonna collect the Mickey, you're gonna be making a mistake. It's a sleeper. That is definitely a sleeper at this moment. I don't really care for She-Hulk, and I know that that's gonna be an unpopular opinion.
I'm excited for the TV show, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah. I'm really excited. After the most recent trailer, I got even more excited. Now, I originally wasn't, because the very first trailer came out, the CG looked really bad. And then as the second one came out to me, I was like, ooh, this does look a lot better. I think just throw metallic on this is kind of weak. I think if you're going to do a chase, you should have just done, her not as Hulk.
Back up for me, though. So you were talking about the CG, right? So do you believe that realistic effects are better than your CG effects? Because I'm kind of a fan of the realistic effects, right? Where we put on costumes and we go that route. I think there's a time and place for CG, but I think that it's very overused in Marvel.
Yes and no, but you got to look at it multiple ways. One of my favorite all-time movies, probably top 5 favorite movies, is Ready Player One. Now, I'd say 70% of that movie is all CG, and it's done phenomenally. It's done so incredibly well that, it makes you feel like you were in the game of what they were playing. It is so good that I'm okay with CG. I'm not against CG. In fact, nowadays, to get the CG as good as it can be, you have to have a lot of good acting at the same time, because of course most of the actors are all have the dot outfits on and stuff like that as they're acting out these scenes. So there is still some good acting and motions and included in a good CG. But yeah, like I said, if you go back and watch between the two trailers, you'll see what I'm talking about. It definitely improved upon, but I have no problem with CG, to be honest with you.
I don't necessarily have a problem with CG. I think that maybe they need to tone it down a little and bring us back some Predator days where you put on the costume. Bring us back some Incredible Hulk days where Incredible Hulk was a real person and he wasn't this god awful CG. Bring back a little bit of that stuff that makes me feel like it could have been actually real. Right, with still keeping your CG effects in there, keep your CG effect backgrounds, keep your CG effect stuff going on, but give me that feeling back that it's a real person, right? It's a real thing.
Yeah,
give me that feeling back, and I am a fan of CG. All right, what is your favorite pop? Is what Servo would like to know.
That's a very good question. I've got a lot. Of course, I don't know, dude. if I'll tell you what pops into my mind first. There's actually three that popped into my mind. One is my Walt Disney pop, because there's only ever been one Walt Disney pop, and then he's right up there on the shelf. Two is going to be my very first pop I ever got, and that is my why can't I get the name in my head? The Shining.
Jack Torrance.
Torrance. That's my very first one. I also have the chase for it. And my third one would have to be my Jack in the Box. Don't ask me why, but I love my Jack.
I think those were all great picks, and I love the reason why you picked them. But this question for me is difficult. I have so many amazing pops that
I think when you get a bigger collection, it becomes so much more difficult. Because you're not necessarily buying them for the value, you're buying them because you love them.
Yeah, I mean, and it's crazy. All right, so I don't know.
Oh, wait, my 10-inch Mando too. I love that pop. See, again,
that's such a difficult question because I have the 10-inch Boba Fett over there, Target exclusive. That's never it still has the plastic on it. I have the Chase 10-inch Superman. I got Jollibee that I picked up with bearded, but BOP.
Jollibee's good.
Yeah, I got Jollibee that I picked up with BOP. That was an awesome hunt. I've got I know which one it is. I know which one it is. I know which one my favorite pop is. I didn't buy my favorite pop. Hold on, I'll show you what my favorite pop is.
Yeah, I got him right up there next to oh no, actually, no, that is the Mando one. I've got the Boba Fett. That's
it
a
is
good
the
one.
red card, Mandalorian, Target exclusive, Funko Pop. He's got to be right up there in there, but
and you have a red card exclusive with no red card. How'd you
with
get
no
that?
red card. Chris sent this one to me. Amazing friend Chris is to me. But you said it just a second ago. The bigger your collection gets, the harder this answer gets, because I can look through just this wall and pick up 10 of them that I would say have got to be in the top 10, and then I could like reach behind me and tell you that I just recently picked up the Funko Freddy as Thor, which is easily like in my top 10 is like favorite pops. Which is funny because I don't put them in protectors, and my wife was just getting on to me about like never putting my pops in protectors.
But yeah, I mean, I would agree with you. Every time I look around, it's like I was like, that's a good one too. My 10-inch Master Chief, I sit it right back behind here. I love that pop.
I think that when you quit collecting for value and you start collecting because those are the things that you want, your perspective changes a lot on like what your favorite pop is, and because the other thing is I have so many Deadpools behind me that I would probably put all of those in my top like list, and I just recently picked that one up as well. I have it out of the box right here, so I don't know if you've seen the Thor video with the comic cover that's out of the box. If you haven't seen it, you need to go check that out.
I'm telling you, they look so much better out of that box.
I made the decision that they were just I am going to make a display with my comic covers, and I'm leaving them out of the box. And the reason I made this decision is the back of these things wore. right? I mean, this back cardboard warps. And if it's going to warp and it's going to devalue because it's going to damage itself, I'm going to enjoy this on a different level. I am going to enjoy this and put it on my wall like it's meant to be done. Like they were intended to happen. They are going to come out of the box. They're going to go on my wall just as they were intended. The bigger your collection gets, though, the harder that question gets to answer. I mean, I could go into my black lights.
There's also like
Carnage is my favorite in black lights.
About that Jack Torrent. The great thing I loved about this pop, mind you, the common was my first one. This is the chase. But the fact that this is one of the first ones where I seen the plastic itself, the plastic cover had blood splatter, and I don't know if you can see it, but it actually says Red Room right across the front. And
you can't see it, but that's pretty awesome.
It's real hard to see, but it if you can see a picture of it, I love how they put that on. That's great detail to me for the box, and that's why I think it was one of my favorite.
The harder that question gets to answer.
Yeah, it is.
So
it's very hard.
So Servo, what is your favorite pop? Everybody throw.
He
over
did
there.
say his. He did say his.
We'll
he
throw
said
him over
Iron
there
Man with the gantry.
The Iron Man with the gantry. So She-Hulk. I've never been a fan of She-Hulk. I'm not big into She-Hulk. I don't know. Anytime they start swapping my favorite characters, it starts messing with me mentally. It's probably a great thing that they do it, but something mentally in my brain doesn't accept change that well.
Well, you know that Stan added She-Hulk. It's not like She-Hulk hasn't been around.
I know.
She-Hulk's been around since the 50s.
I know. But there's something about when you take one of my favorite characters and just swap them. It does something to me. The whole change thing, right? There's that whole like, oh no, my version of Hulk is this. that is not my. So I'm not a big fan of She-Hulk, but that's just me. I'm sure there's lots. So that's why I said I knew it was going to be an unpopular opinion. I'm sure there's lots of people that are 100% behind Jimmy.
I gotta say I'm not a diehard fan, but I'm excited for the show.
Right. So Jimi Hendrix.
I respect Hendrix. I love Hendrix. I think that the common is cool. The chase is weak as shit. To be honest with you, I would have liked to see more of a psychedelic type of look.
I want both of them. I want both of them. I'm a huge Jimi Hendrix fan. It's just who I am. And I have the Jimi Hendrix. I have the Blacklight Jimi Hendrix. I have the other Jimi Hendrix that they made. I want this Jimi Hendrix too.
Like I said, if you're gonna go a chase, I would have liked to see like a psychedelic or like a flowers and total 70s style look on it or something like that. I think the whole bronzing is just kind of weak.
It's pretty weak though. I mean, I'll give you credit there. So Johnny says that Venom with the wings. That's a really strong one. That's a strong one. That's a really strong one. Let's see what else we have over there. We have good evening, little monster. How are you doing, AKA? How are you doing? That's a strong one. This is a weak one though. I promised that there was other news going on that I knew that you were going to be excited about. Before we talk about that though, let me pull up this advent calendar because I know that you want to know about the new advent calendar that's coming.
Yes, we did. We talked about those last week. There's 2 of them I want now.
You've already talked about that. That's just
me and Chase were we were cruising. Because I told him, in this show, I'm not gonna lie. You keep the train moving and stuff like that, whereas I happen to rant and go off a little bit.
Yeah, but then you keep all of the background stuff going, like the backgrounds and the overlays, and so it's a fair trade at the end of the day.
Me and Chase just kind of winged it last week. But I love these Star Wars and Marvel holiday look. I think they're different. I like them.
Have you ever done one of these advent calendars?
I have. I did one the first year. I'd like to say it was maybe for the holiday season of 2019, and I did an Instagram post every single day, and it kind of got annoying, to be honest with you.
I'm doing it again this year,
starting on December 1st.
Doing it again this year. I did it my first year just as you did. It got very annoying. Because what I didn't film them. A lot of people are going to film every one of them the same day They're going to pretend like they're doing it a different day. They're going to be like, "Oh, look, it's the second," when it's really the first. I mean,
No,
I
really try to go out of
Yes.
my way to make sure it's the day of in which it's releasing. Now, mind you, things have changed since 2019. I think I've gotten better with Instagram. I don't know if most people know this because I don't really advertise in my videos or anything. I am on TikTok. I've actually been promoting on TikTok as well. I know Wayne is on TikTok. So if you guys do TikToks, definitely look us up. It has actually helped quite a bit, mind you. I will actually.
I just play on TikTok. If you want to see a different side of me, go check me out on TikTok because it's just me playing. That's all you're gonna get from me in TikTok. I mean,
I do a lot more Disney stuff, and I promote like the new videos and stuff. That's
yeah. I mean, I've seen your TikToks. You do great with them. You stay like focused, and I if you want to see a different side of me, go check out my TikToks because you're definitely gonna get to see a different you're gonna get to see a different side. If you want to see a really professional side, go check out Chris because you're gonna get really professional. And you're just not getting that from me on TikTok. I decided a long time ago that that's not what you were gonna get from me on TikTok. If you just want to see me do dumb stuff, then come check me out on TikTok. I'm gonna do it again this year, but I'm going to do them as TikToks, and then I'll share them on YouTube and Instagram because you can do that. You can share your TikToks. I'm going to do them every day just like I did then. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with. I'm thinking the Star Wars is where I'm gonna go. If you were gonna do one, which one were you doing?
I'm actually gonna try to do both Star Wars and Marvel.
Oh, you're gonna go all the way out.
I'm gonna try to go for both of them. No, mind you, the Harry Potter is back up again this year. Harry Potter has been up for
yes.
Oh, hold on. Friggin' phone. Mind you, Harry Potter has been had an advent calendar for at least 3 years running now. This is the first year without a Pokemon calendar, but oh man, I can only do 2 at once. But now oh man, I don't even know which ones I'm gonna do. We got Disney up here now. This is completely gonna screw me up.
So they
I want the Star Wars because I want the red Darth Vader.
Johnny Funko says he wished that they would do an anime. I don't think they've done an anime advent.
No, I don't think they've ever done it.
It would be pretty cool to see an anime advent. Yes, that's you shocked me when your picks were Marvel and Star Wars because I knew
I did not see the Disney one yet.
They have the Disney lineup in there as well. So you got Disney, Harry Potter. Harry Potter is recycled, as you mentioned. The Marvel one, I have a feeling that this one is recycled as well. I have a feeling that I've done this one. This was the first one that I did.
No, well, the first one I did do a Marvel, and it wasn't recycled. It was based off of more of the comic book versions of the actual Marvel characters. They had some characters that hadn't really come out before, stuff like that. So it was more based on. I think I have them in a box somewhere around here of the original characters. But this being, although a lot of these I think you've already seen before, like the gingerbread Captain America and the ugly sweater Thanos. A lot of these are probably ones we've already seen before.
Well, that's what I was about to say. It's not recycled. I was wrong. This is not like the original Marvels. They have the gingerbread cookies. They have the Spider-Man in the hat. They have Groot with the lights all over him. They have Thanos in the ugly sweater. So it is different. I was wrong. I don't mind admitting that I'm wrong. It is not the same one that we've seen before.
This is a great question, by the way.
What do we have there?
The one advent calendar I used to, before I moved, if you guys remember when I first started YouTube, I was in a little corner in the loft out here, and I used to have all the characters double-sided taped to the top of my screen.
I remember that.
And when, of course, we moved into this room, created a studio, I took them all down. So right now, to be honest with you, they are sitting literally in a unused pop protector somewhere.
So I actually do. Here, let's hit this up for Simon though real quick. I've got to hit this at least once in every stream, and Simon makes sure that I get to hit this at least once in every stream, and we truly appreciate you, brother. Truly appreciate you. So all of my advent calendar stuff is still sitting under the table in my bedroom. We have our TV on the wall. We have one of those monstrosity of a TVs. You know, you can buy them really dirt cheap now for god awful big. It's a god awful big TV. But so to make up for the TV stand, we have a TV stand under it that we just kind of put stuff on. Like right now, it's got a bunch of Funkos on it. I mean, I've been telling my wife that I'm taking them off for years. They're still sitting there. but it has the whole advent calendar laid out on there. They're all kind of displayed. I even think that I got some of them like pushed up against each other, like maybe they're fighting or something silly to that effect.
Oh, this is being. I got to get that Disney. That's
Star Wars.
That's
Star Wars it is this year. I'm going to go after the Star Wars. I'm going to do that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. I would love to know how many people plan on doing an advent calendar this year, though. If you do an advent calendar, maybe we should like do it together. How are you doing? It's good to see you in the house.
We definitely could. We definitely could. I'll probably start mine off on TikTok, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start it off on. But see, you can share your TikToks on every platform, right? So you can share them on YouTube. You can share them on Instagram. To me, it's just easier to make my TikTok and then just share it across all the platforms. It's just an easier way to do it when you work 2 jobs and you do YouTube. It just makes life easier for us.
Exactly.
So that's the way that I do those. I have some more stuff. So D23 Expo, which is what you're going to know so much more about than I am. What is the D23 Expo? What is this?
D23 first is what they have labeled as the fan club for Disney. I am a D23 member. In fact, I've actually got my card right here. I am a D23 member. Now I did get exclusive rights as a gold member early to get into D23 Expo, but unfortunately that is over in Anaheim and I just wasn't able to make that trip this year. Now, every year Disney does some sort of expo to basically announce a lot of their big park things that are going on. They have a big convention, of course, you can go through and see a lot of the different Disney stuff going on. It's basically just an event for fans. And every other year they do the D23 Expo in Anaheim, and then on the off year they do what's called Destination D23 out here in Florida. Now I'll probably go to that one next year since it's out here anyways. But you have to be a D23 member to get in. You cannot buy tickets unless you are a D23 member, and D23 costs it's only about $100 a year to be a member. And you get basically books throughout the year and stuff like that. I got a lunchbox. They sent me as well. Like I said, if you're a Disney fan and you become a D23 member, now I will give anybody a tip. If you want to become a D23 member, wait until Black Friday. Black Friday in November, they always do a huge special. I was able to get the double member, so my wife and I could be members for $60 or $70. So it's less than the price of one person. So that is when I would recommend it. But I will be live for Josh tomorrow's presentation. I will not show it on YouTube as I've already gotten taken down for something like that before doing it with Apple. But I'll be commenting as it goes on.
Thank you, Les. I truly, truly appreciate you. I am looking forward to watching you do this. It's going to be fun. It's always fun to see you do your Disney stuff. It's always fun to see you happy doing your Disney stuff. Chase, you have to make videos of slingshotting them into the ocean if that's what you're going to do. You have to make a video of this. We all have to see this. You're gonna have to start some kind of a TikTok too, or TikTok, or whatever it is that we're calling it. It's as the old people that are getting on TikTok, whatever it is that we're calling it. You're gonna have to make one of that. D23 Funko has teamed up, I guess, with Disney, and they're doing this D23 Expo. I don't think they did it last year. I think this is new. They're cashing in on everything virtual that they can get in on. Even
Funko's also doing a booth at D23 Expo.
That is just look. Funko is on the hustle right now, and there's one thing you can't say about Funko is that they are not hustling, because they are hustling on a different level. This T-shirt to me is okay. It's nothing special. I'm sure that Disney limited what they could do on this T-shirt.
Yeah, but as a D23 member, I want it.
Yeah, I mean
it's D23 on it.
It's still nothing. I don't know. I don't know. This Mickey reminds me a lot of the Mickey that they came out with a few years ago that had such bad. People got so upset about it. Do you remember the soda that they came out that was the Fantasia soda?
Yeah, it was a full Sorcerer Mickey
that was 3,000
Now, of course, that was the one from Fantasia,
right?
Whereas this one is different. This is actually the PhilharMagic Mickey Mouse. So if you've seen PhilharMagic out here at the parks, he's basically like a conductor using the hats to make the instruments play.
Right. So do you remember the 3,000 piece that they came out with, and everybody bought them and they sold out, and then they came out and said, "Oh, psych, it was actually a 10,000 piece run," and everybody started returning them and wanting their money back. And
I do remember that.
There was some companies like Pop in the Box that if you returned your Mickey, they actually like canceled your account. I mean, so there was some companies that went so far as to say, if you were only collecting it because you thought it was going to be worth money, I will cancel your account. I don't even want you like messing with us anymore. They did not do that on this one. This one is a 15,000 piece run. That goes back to collect what you like. Don't collect what you think is going to go up in value. If you only collect things because you think they're going to go up in value, you're going to have a whole collection that doesn't reflect who you are.
See, and in this case, I'm very torn because PhilharMagic Mickey is fantastic, especially for out here at the parks. I love it. However, I'm kind of still over sodas, to be 1,000% honest with you. I'm just kind of over sodas, and I don't like how it sometimes becomes difficult to display them unless you got a tiered display case or something like that.
Like I do.
Yeah, I mean, you have a tier display case. I've seen Bearded Barbarian as a tier display case. The Luau does. I just don't, and to be able to stash them in the corners, it's kind of weird. So I'm very torn on the sodas, to be honest with you.
I still like my sodas. I like certain ones though, so I pick and choose which ones I want now and which ones I don't. I don't think this is one I'm going out there because it reminds me a lot of the Fantasia one. I know that it's the Philharmonic, but it looks.
Did I see somebody pop in that hasn't been here for a while? By the way,
who do we have pop in?
Fabian's Funko.
Fabian, what is going on, Fabian? Fabian's in the house. What's going on, brother? It's good to see you. Good to see you. So they came out with the Donald Duck once again. I don't know anything about this Donald Duck. You're gonna have to educate me on what's going on. It looks like he's in some kind of a Swiss outfit.
It's based off an old school Disney cartoon, kind of like the what they call it, the Mickey one, the Happy Taylor or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's from an old '60s Disney cartoon, is where this is coming from.
All right, and at the end of this one, we're going to go back through and pick our top 3 of what we think are going to be the most valuable out of this 3. Which one are going to go up in price the fastest is what we'll say. We'll pick the top 3 when we're done with this, and then we'll ask y'all to tell us what y'all think about which ones are the top ones. So make sure you're paying attention so that you can tell us here at the end what is your top pick. What is your top pick out of the list?
I'm also hoping there's going to be an exclusive D23 member exclusive, to be honest with you.
Then we have the Mickey and Minnie How to Fly.
This I want so bad.
I don't know anything about this one either. This shows that my Disney knowledge is nowhere near yours. Because what is going on with this?
How to Fly was an early 30s, 40s cartoon that came out, of course, because you can trace it back to being the black and white, because of course color didn't show up till more of the 60s. But this is of course a cartoon called How to Fly, and it was one of the early Mickey or Minnie cartoons where Minnie became a main character. She of course didn't have her classic polka dots yet, but she or her bow, but she had started to become a character within that. So that's why this is so classic for the How to Fly series.
It's really cool because to me it reminds me of that retro nostalgic Mickey. So I mean I'm with it. I just don't know anything about it. Next we have the Mickey Pilot.
Yeah, I couldn't tell at first if this was Mickey Pilot or this was Cruise Captain Mickey.
This is Mickey Pilot.
Yeah, but I think I've seen Cruise Captain Mickey. And I had to go back and look at pictures of it. And it's like, nope, that's not it. I personally am not sure where this one's coming from. There's another one that's going to have a airplane pilot one,
right?
Too.
That's how I know that it's Mickey Pilot. So next is him and the bride. I didn't understand these. I thought maybe you were going to tell me there was some kind of
this one. I mean, to be honest, I think this is out in left field. Now the plane. It's actually perfect with the tail and the coloring. This was actually Walt's. And I thought there was more blue, to be honest. I'd have to bring up a picture of the plane, but I believe this is supposed to be a replica of Walt's plane that was actually out here in Disney World for a long time, and then they took it down into pieces and moved it back to California. And so I think this is a replica of his plane that he traveled out here for. Yes, in fact, I just brought up a picture of it. This is a complete replica of the plane that Walt Disney owned, that he would come out here when he was purchasing the Florida project.
That's pretty cool. So a little monster just told us where Donald came from. So Donald came from the Beanstalk. That makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say Happy Taylor, Beanstalk type area.
The Emperor's New Groove. What do you think?
I'm not as much into it. I know that this cartoon has a huge cult following. It was a very underrated cartoon. Of course, the main character was voiced by David Spade, and this, of course, is the evil villain's like sidekick, Grunk. I think the villains got more popularity, to be honest with you, than the main character from this. But yeah, this I'm not a huge Emperor's New Groove fan, but this cartoon has a huge cult following.
It does have a cult following. It's a 10,000 piece run. It's not one of them that I will be going after. The chase variant, you will be able to weigh it. It has something in its hand. I hate it anytime that they change them. I just like it when it's a color change, metallic change, glitter change. I don't like it when they start actually changing the physical pop, because then people start doing things that I think are less than honest. What is going on with this thing? What is this?
Same thing. I guess it's a Grunk. I to be honest, it's been so long since I've seen that movie that I can't 100% remember. I think it's supposed to be based upon. I think at the moment Grunk has an angel and a devil on each shoulder, and I think that's what this is based upon.
Is that what they're doing there? Because it's really weird, to be honest with you. it's kind of weird. I don't understand that devil scene at all. It's very different for Funko. It's not even just different for Funko. It's different for Disney. That's not normally something that you would see coming from Disney.
But I think it's supposed to be good or bad Grunk type thing, and of course bad always gets it. Mind you, I did actually want to post this up real quick just to give you an idea, because I know there are some Disney fans that are going to give me crap and say I was wrong. You got to remember, this is the original plane that Walt Disney owned. It was orange. It was later on painted with a blue stripe and added Walt Disney World. I believe that was commissioned by Roy, his brother, after Walt's death.
It's really cool, though. I mean, it's really cool. I mean, it makes that one a little bit more interesting, right? Definitely makes that soda a little bit more interesting. Now we are into a Frozone from
The
Incredibles.
Now, this chase I do kind of like. I know it doesn't seem like much, but of course it has him starting up one of his Frost items. So that one's probably pretty cool. I like it.
This one's a little bit more limited than the rest of them. This one's a 7,500 piece run. You don't normally see them. They've kind of gotten away from getting that low in the runs. Andrew, we truly appreciate
his ears were burning.
Truly appreciate you, brother. He wanted to make sure that I got to hit this twice today. Everybody's looking out for me to make sure that I get to go twice. Hey, truly appreciate you, brother. So much more than y'all know.
Trying to catch up with some of the chat. It's hard to keep up. You guys are going crazy over here.
We were talking about you, Andrew, a little bit ago, about how you display your sodas and how well they look displayed like that.
And I don't disagree with you, Nadia. I think the giant from the old school Jack and the Beanstalk is a classic character, and they've never done him in a pop, and I think that would be really cool to see.
I say that everything's coming with time. So if you're patient long enough, you're most likely going to see it. Now, the next one that we're going to be talking about is one of my favorites. I'm going to call it. I'm not going to call it just yet. We said at the end of this we would call them. Check this one out right here.
Do you remember what his name is?
I'm wanting. What can I say? What I think it's from?
Yeah,
it's Cinderella, right?
It is. Do you remember what his name is?
I don't remember what his name is. I just remember the cat from Cinderella.
His name is Lucifer.
That's. I knew that was the reason why. I liked
This
it.
and this is, of course, it's bad that I can pick up on this, only because
It's
I
not
remember
bad.
watching this so many times when my daughter was growing up. This is actually in the early part when Cinderella first woke up and was starting to get her chores done, and Lucifer came down and just started spreading the dust all over the place, and in fact trekked the dust into the house and created paw prints all over the place. So yeah, that one's fun.
This is, I am not going to call it, not going to call it yet, but this is a really, really, really awesome pop. Now, I'm going to tell you the problem with this pop is they're going to call it a deluxe pop because they put him on that book, right? They put him on that stand, and they're going to charge you a $29 fee
Of course.
for this thing. I guarantee you that's what's going to happen. They're going to call it a deluxe. It's going to be the exact same size as any other pop. They just put him on a stand. They charged you another $15 for that stand, a lot like they did the Sword in the Stone. But I'm still salty about that Sword in the Stone.
You know what though is classic is what it kind of annoys me, actually, something about this by them making it a deluxe pop is this is basically going to look like the Sword in the Stone.
Yeah,
it's going to have a big box.
Yep.
A little pop.
Yep. It's god awful big box with a little bitty pop that you could fit in a normal box, but they chose not to, so that they could. Hey, look, I'm going to get off that rant. I'm getting off that rant right now. But moving on to the next one is going to.
I want to make up one comment first of all. Somebody said Disney going 666. That's been around for years. If anybody out there can tell me what year Cinderella released, you can see how long it's been that one. This I want very badly. I don't care if it's a deluxe.
This Jiminy Cricket is on a stand, which I think is look. Funko started doing these stands with the villains, and this one's not going to be a deluxe pop. This is going to be a normal pop. They did the same thing with the villains, the blacklight villains. I wish I had them somewhere near so I could show you. They started putting them on these really, really, really awesome stands. And,
oh yeah, I love this.
I'm just in love with the idea of Funko doing these really awesome stands. When it comes to these, that's going to be on a really awesome stand. It must be the Disney stuff that's coming out on those really, really awesome stands. It adds so much value to me, to the pop itself, that it's insane. This is a really cool one. Really cool one.
Also, by the way, Fabian, yes, D23 is a convention, but you must be a D23 member to be able to join.
The next one, guys, the next one is going to be number 2.
I've got Jiminy Cricket and the Mickey Mini so far. I must have
number 2 out of this fire list. This fire Disney list that they've come out with is going to be another one of these 3-liter sodas.
This is what I'm talking about. But I'm cool with this. I love Baymax. Baymax is probably a favorite character of mine, and I'm down with it. But I would just give me the common, the one with him and Mochi. I don't know. I think it's just kind of weak, to be 1,000% honest.
I don't know. Look, I'm going to say it again, and you need to listen to me. If you're thinking that later on down the road I'm going to collect these, right? If you're thinking that this is something that maybe not right now I'm going to collect, but I'm going to wait and see if they go up in value, they're going to go up in value. Don't hold that as a, well, I'm just going to wait and see if they go up in value. You're going to miss out, because these things are going to go up in price. They're going to go up in price fast, especially the first 3. The first 3 that they come out with are going to spike really fast. The first one that we showed you, that one's a $200 3-liter all day long. I think it's going to stay that way.
Well,
they're kind of expensive. They're kind of expensive. I'll give them that, but they're going to go up in price really fast. So if you're going to collect them later on down the road, don't wait. Go ahead and buy it now. Put it in your collection. Now, this is where we need the chat to help us out. I see that everybody kind of has been hanging out with us. It's really awesome. Tell us, what is your top pick out of that list that we just went through? What is the top pick that you're going is going to be the most valuable one? Which one is going to be the most sought after? Which one is the strongest one that they've done? Chris, I want you to pick one, and then I'm going to pick one.
I'll give it. Now, go back on a couple comments. First of all, Nadia, if you have not seen Big Hero 6, that is a must-watch. Definitely take time out to watch it. And Fabian, it's actually a 3-liter soda, not a 2-liter. So it's about the size of a Fruit Punch Shasta.
Yeah, so they made them the 3 liters versus the 2 liters. I haven't seen the size of this. I seen that the twins were doing a video here the other day where they were unbottling one or
Oh, the Bonehead twins.
canning it or whatever it is that you call these anymore. You can't call it an unboxing. You can't call it an uncanning. You can't. I don't know. They unbottled one, and I they're strange on how they open. They're going to take some. There's so much that went into this bottle. There's so much detail that's going to be able to evolve over time. They're going to be able to evolve the cap. They're going to be able to change the bottle colors. They're going to be able to change the designs on the front. You're going to see some great things coming from this just because of the sheer size of it. They're going to be able to get super creative with it. You're going to be able to see some really cool figures. When they came out with the Funko Gold, you remember I started collecting those, and I said this is going to be the crossover between Funko fans and Hot Toys, right? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
The Funko Gold fell on his face, right? I was wrong. It fell on his face. They all have this strange, same appearance to them. They all have this same strange look to them. This is not Funko Gold. This is the jumbo size of a Funko soda, is what these things are. These are nothing but a Funko soda that they jumbo sized and turned into a Funko 3 liter, right? I mean, that's all this is. It's going to make it a 7-inch figure. This is going to be probably as close as I think you're going to get in the crossover from Funko to a Hot Toy. Because think about this. What happens when they come out with a Captain America of one of these?
Oh yeah, I would agree. Once they get into more of like a Marvel or even a People Pop type stuff, I think it definitely. I think they've actually done it right for at least their first 2 they announced. I think Iron Giant and Baymax are 2 incredibly strong characters to make the first 2 of these 3 liters, and I hope they keep that momentum up. I'm going to try to stay positive with this and hope they keep that momentum up. But I think those are 2 extremely strong characters.
I think that they are really, really, really strong.
Welcome to Wild. They said they couldn't get it open for like 5 minutes. Again, they are 2 blonde idiots that I can't personally stand at all. So
the marshmallows, the marshmallows are going to be in the baking aisle, Chase. The baking aisle is where you're going to get the marshmallows. Baking aisle. Where the hell do I get these marshmallows? In the baking aisle, Chase. That's where the marshmallows are. The baking aisle, or they're in what they call Action Alley. They're in one of those, but it's baking aisle. They did them right. They're gonna be right. They're gonna go up in price. I can't wait to see what they look like, right? Because I normally have a tape measure somewhere close to me, and I don't think that I have one at this moment. I was kind of hoping that it was right here.
And to comment on this one, the first Star Wars concept, that was not a Funko created image. That was, to be honest with you, that was a fan created image of something that somebody. It was not real at the time. It was fake. But I'm glad that Funko actually listened for once and decided to do something the fans wanted.
Do we know how big the sodas are? How big are the sodas? I mean,
it hasn't really been. I'm thinking when they say 3 liter, I'm thinking of those old school Shasta 3 liter bottles. So I'm thinking, probably a good size. I mean,
how big are the soda figures?
Myself, to be honest with you, I think it's going to be about the size of a 10-inch. Let's say look at a 10-inch pop.
Well, the figure inside is going to be 7 inches. They've already told us that it's a 7-inch figure inside.
That means the soda bottle itself has got to be at least 10 inches.
At least 10 inches, right? I mean, at least 10. But how big are the sodas? How big is this guy? Is he 3 inches? Is he 3.5 inches?
Oh yeah, the soda ones. I know the Funkos are 3-inch pops, but those are smaller. So no, actually, they're about the same size. Actually, I'll take that back. I've got 2 of them. Yeah, they're 3 inches.
So they're going to be double the size of this guy. I mean, so you're looking at a really big figure. I mean, it's. I can't wait. I hope that I get my hands on the first one, but I think it's going to be a fight to get your hands on the first one. I think everybody's going to kind of beeline for them. And honestly, I hope that y'all all beeline for them. I hope that y'all all get what you want. We all know, though, that you're playing the game that everybody else is playing. There's going to be some people that get them. There's going to be some people that don't. I mean, that's just the way that it happens, right? Some people get in line fast enough. Some people don't, and that's just the game that we play. Unpopular. This is going to be an unpopular subject for some people, and then other people are going to be like, I have to have the new Power Ranger NFTs. unless you're Mr. Techbot and you don't.
I'm personally staying quiet for a reason.
Unless you're Mr. Techbot, and then you absolutely do not.
No.
Have to have
I personally, like I said, again, a dying brand. Depending on your perspective, and I know I'll get eaten up alive for that making that comment, but yeah, I don't get NFTs. I don't care for them. I think they're stupid. I think every part about them is idiotic, and that's my own personal perspective. If you enjoy them, just like anything else in this world, if you enjoy collecting them and you enjoy doing them, then do it. Don't take my word for it. Do it. But personally, I will never buy one.
God, I wonder why I can't find this on my share list. Why is it not coming up there? Let's see. No.
Now I will say, out of all those, you told me to pick out my favorite one.
Yes. What is your favorite one? I noticed that everybody over there had Lucifer. We had the Red Devil guy. I think Fabian said the Red Devil guy. Go ahead.
I think a lot of people are going to think I'm going to say something different than I am, but I'm actually going to go with Mickey and Minnie, black and white, because I think I love the classic look. I love every part about it. I love the early look of Mickey and Minnie, and I think a lot of people would have thought I would have gone with the plane, being that that's Walt's plane, but I don't know. To me, it looks kind of funny, to be honest with you. But it's not an icon. Let's put it that way. It's history. It's historic. It's not an icon.
So what do you got? Which one was it?
I go with black and white Mickey.
Mickey and Minnie. They could very well be a really hot pick. I'm going to pick Lucifer again just because it's great childhood memories. Lucifer was going to be my pick on that one. We appreciate everybody who jumped in and added their comment. Here we are with the brand new Power Rangers limited edition digital nothing. I can't even come up with a good way.
To be 1,000% honest, I haven't even watched Power Rangers since I was a teenager when it very first came out, and that was about it. I've watched it for maybe a couple years then, and then I realized, oh well, why am I still watching this?
So they're not giving me much of a sneak peek. I was kind of hoping that maybe I could jump in. I was kind of hoping that I could jump in and get a sneak peek. Let's see, coming soon.
Whoa, hold on, back up. There's we're even right there. Stay right there. There's a piece of this that means, oh, you sneaky bastards. I have never noticed this before. Maybe this happened before, but they're recycling these.
Yeah,
as you can tell, it's series 1 of everything.
Yeah, you're gonna have series 2,
they
series
plan
3.
on going back on all of these and doing them all over again.
Yeah,
you sneaky bastards.
They've already got view the drop again. Instead of look, they will have a series 2 of every one of these guys. Every single one. So they're not going to give me a sneak preview of it. I was kind of hoping that maybe I could get a sneak preview of it, but that kind of gives you an idea of every one of them that they've done. They've done the Freddies, the Turtles, Big Boy, more Freddies, Iron Maiden, the Fantastic Plastics. They've done 2 series of those. The Halloween Freddies, Star Trek, which was garbage, Bob Ross. We've had the retro comics, which I still wasn't a fan of. Nickelodeon, still not a fan of. Transformers, Scooby-Doo, the DC, which I totally missed. It's okay that I missed them because I'm just not that into these guys. The Bronies, for all of you Brony fans.
You know your inner Brony.
Yeah, everybody became a Brony because they wanted to flip them some My Little Ponies.
Oh, in case if I ever saw that, I'd buy it just to punt the goddamn thing into the ocean.
So I knew that some of us are going to be 100% behind them and some of us are not. This is one of those subjects that kind of split collectors right down the center. There's people like me and Chris are just not that into them, and then there's other collectors that think these are made of gold. I don't relate to them, but I just want you to know that this will be dropping on the, when are we dropping? The
Chase is right
23rd.
there with me. As soon as he's going to take a break while while the NFT talk is going on.
That's
I know
right.
He doesn't care for NFTs.
So the 23rd, you'll be able to go get in line. You're virtually lined to get your NFTs that I still don't believe honestly exist. But to each their own. To each their own. That is where I'm going to sit with that. How much do you get into Halloween? Do you really get into Halloween?
My wife does a little bit more than I do. She does decorating around the house. I mean, it's not to like an extreme level. She has got a lot of things to chill, decorate with stuff. We do a lot of pumpkins, things like that. Like I said, I may go more of like a haunted mansion style idea back behind me, but yeah, more of Disney Halloween. But may actually be going to Halloween Horror Nights this year over at Orlando, over at Universal Studios. So then again, I love a little horror, so why not?
Do wild. I agree with you. Physical pops are cool, but I think the odds of getting them are impossible. I'm really into Halloween. I can't wait to see what your haunted mansion looks like. Spirit Halloween has picked up 2 exclusives this year. I think maybe 3. I think one of them is the Sanderson sisters with they're all have a microphone, I think, in their hand this year. And last year I think was standing around the kettle. I think the year before that they had their brooms in their hands. This year they have whatever the clown, alien killer clown or killer clown from Spaceballs killer clown.
Oh god, I can't actually get the word.
I can't think of it, so
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That's it. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This is going to be a 6 point. So this is going to be the not the jumbo, but the super size. This is going to be a 6-inch pop. They did some stupid like math though, and I think that they're actually selling that one as a 10-inch pop.
Yeah, but Chuckles is down bottom, which it says I think it's going to be a 6-inch pop.
So this thing's flipping you off, which I think is pretty cool. You see that? You see him flipping you off? Chuckles is flipping you off.
Well, no, that's not Chuckles. Chuckles is underneath. Keep going down.
All right, I got you. So then the other one this year is going to be this guy. This one is also, this is a 6-inch. No, this one's going to be a regular size pop. This one's 14.
Or do I have that wrong? Was I reading under the wrong thing?
Yeah, so this one's a 6.5-inch pop, but I think they're selling it as a 10-inch pop. I think that it's coming in the 10-inch box and all of that. They just,
they're stretching that with the little hair on top.
Yeah, we stretch everything as much as we possibly can, right? And then you have this one that's going to be just a regular size pop, but it is going to be a Spirit exclusive. I think that Spirit's been doing some pretty cool stuff with their exclusives. I'm a little disappointed in the 2 clowns that they picked.
Yeah, I would agree. I think they're, especially even from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I think there was some better looking ones. I think.
But you know what? That has a cult-like following.
Very cult following, yeah.
It's the craziest thing I have ever seen. The amount of like super fans that movie has.
Have you ever seen that movie?
Nope.
To be honest with you, I don't recommend it by any means. I think it is the weirdest it's not even it's a B-roll movie. It's a B-class movie. It's weird as shit, and I really don't have no interest in watching it again. To be honest with you, I go more classic horror. I would love to see a Pinhead or something like that. I think that would be much better.
It has the craziest cult-like following I
don't get why
ever seen. I can't figure out why. I'm like you, and there's no way that I'm ever gonna like waste that much time of my life trying to figure it out. It's just not gonna happen. I think Spirit could have done maybe a little bit better. Maybe next year. Maybe it's all has something to do with like how much it costs to license these things, right? And maybe they have to take on some of the licensing when it becomes an exclusive. versus when it's not an exclusive. I don't know. There's something though that why they picked the ones that they picked, right? I mean, there has to be something that's going on there. Fabian likes the Killer Clowns. I mean, so
like I said, there's a lot of people that like
Yep.
it. It's got a cult following. I personally don't get it after watching the movie. I just don't. I think it's weird as hell, and I think there's a lot better horror movies out there, to be honest with you. But
the last topic of the day has nothing to do with Funko Pops. This one is the card guys are kind of going back to their scalpers, right? And scalpers are going to scalp. There is a new Pokemon mystery box out there that is a mystery slab. This thing is a mystery slab, so you're going to get a graded Pokemon card in this mystery box. You can pick this up at Walmart, and this is kind of why I wanted to show this one, because
something to grab. You can see it, grab them.
Well, here's the thing. If all of the sites right now on eBay and Mercari and probably even Whatnot, I haven't checked on Whatnot, are all like scalping them at this moment. So you can buy them in stores for $19.99. They're scalping them for $50, $80, $90. You can actually go to Walmart's website right now. This is a Walmart exclusive, and you can order this thing right now from Walmart for $19.99. Let me see if I can find this though. I've got to find like where I have it pulled up. Let's see. I thought I had it pulled up anyways. Yeah, there it is. So it's going to be, let's go back here. Let me get this one pulled up. I don't know, maybe I need to pull my computer closer to me or something. Maybe I'm just starting to go blind.
The old age is kicking in.
This is the second time I've done this and just haven't been able to find it. No, it's not there. Why is it not there? Let's see. Oh, there we are. All right. I got it now. So here we go. You can currently go to Walmart's website right now. You can order this thing for $19.99. You can have this sent to the store or to your house. So if you don't want to pay shipping, you can have them sent directly to the store that you're the closest to, or whichever one it is that you prefer to shop. And it might take them a couple of days, but they'll get it. They'll hold on to it.
If you walk outside of Walmart,
probably you might even get robbed if you walk outside of there with a graded slab. I see.
Just have it sent to your house.
So Fabian says that he's seen a video. Yeah, I seen this video too, right? But let me talk about this for a minute, because I wasn't going to talk about that. I seen that video too, where people were holding up this graded slab up to the box, and here's the funny thing. Let me pull this down. The funny thing about this video was they had the box already opened. The box that they're showing you, and they're saying, see how graded cards are bigger than the mystery box? The mystery box was open. Why didn't they open it up? Why did they just hold it in front of it? And they were like, see, it's too big. As things are older, right? So your original graded comic book slabs are going to be bigger than your new graded comic book slabs, because things get smaller, plastic gets tougher, people learn how to design things better. So the slab they could have been holding up could have been a 10-year-old slab versus a brand new slab. And it told me that they were trolling us when the box was open, but they wouldn't open it the rest of the way and pull the actual piece out to show you. That's what told me that it was somebody that was trolling you. All they were doing was hunting for views. They were doing it because they were trying to trick you into sharing their video or into liking their video so that it would get more traction, get more views. It's no different than clickbait. They're just a little bit more devious and dirty about it. And I don't even care if that gets back to the source. They can take it however they want. They're just
if they want to argue that, tell them feel free to contact one of us. We will bring them on the show, and they can try to prove us wrong.
That's prove me wrong that you weren't just clickbaiting people with that, with the top of it already open. All you had to do was pull it out and show people, but you didn't. You didn't, because you didn't want it. You wanted it to be like that. But anyways.
Prove us wrong.
Prove me wrong, right? Why you didn't open it up the rest of the way when it was already open. But they're selling them at a ridiculous price everywhere, and maybe the people that were showing you this didn't want you to buy it because they wanted to then flip them on you later, right? So keep that in mind too. There's always some like reasons why people do things. I'm not a huge Pokemon collector. Not a huge Pokemon collector. I have ordered one of these because I just think that it'll be fun to open this pack up and see what mystery slab. I don't have a graded Pokemon card. I can't even believe.
Maybe I jump into the mix in the game.
I can't even believe that you can get a graded Pokemon card.
Dude, people do that shit. People turn that shit out all the time. It's crazy.
I mean, so to each their own. I have some Pokemon cards somewhere. I open some from time to time on different platforms. So I want a Charizard. That's like the only card that I want.
What everybody wants. Come on.
I don't even care if it's worth money.
Pikachu, one of the two.
I don't even care if it's worth money. I just want one that says Charizard on it. I mean, so that's the only reason why I open them, in hopes that maybe one day. Every Tuesday, Fabian,
Pokemon cards go for serious.
Yeah, some of them do. So we're either on Chris's channel or this channel every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. I know that's a little different than the time zone that you're in, but just use Google and they'll tell you whenever Standard Eastern is. I wasn't really.
Come on, Simon, you don't buy him so he can't. This is a guy who was live. This is a guy who's live streaming into a Victoria's Secret. Yeah, I saw that.
Don't buy them so I can.
Trying to try on some Victoria's Secret. I saw that. I caught that.
But I seen the video, right? Because I actually asked our card lady today if we were getting those at Walmart, my Walmart, anytime soon, and she couldn't honestly tell me. No one knows about this stuff too, to be honest with y'all. No one knows. Everybody thinks that we know. I asked the only person I knew there that would know today, and she was like, haha, I don't know and wouldn't know. And even if I did know, I probably wouldn't tell you. And I was like, well, I appreciate it. So when they show up at your Walmart, they're going to show up. I'm going to say that if they're saying that it's a graded card and a slab, that it's really a graded card in a slab. And if somebody wants to prove me wrong, all they have to do is open that box up and show us, right? I mean, just open it up the rest of the way. It's already opened. You've already looked at it. Quit trolling the internet. Open it up. Let us see it and stop with all the misinformation so that you can get some clickbait views. I wasn't going to go on that rant. Y'all made me do it. Y'all made me do it. Anyways.
I do want to go over a couple things before we do take off from you guys. Of course, we did talk about, the D23 pops. I do want to remind you guys, D23 is coming up next month. It is September 9th, 10th, and 11th. There will be, of course, live streams going on. The big one is going to be on the 11th, Sunday, which is the one of Josh tomorrow. Now, some big things to look forward to if you are a Disney fan or just even a Marvel fan in that. Some big things that are possibly being announced. There's also bad things, to be honest with you. There's an announcement expected to come from Disney Plus. Expect your subscriptions to go up. I'm sorry, they're changing their formatting and they're coming with a without commercial version. It is what it is. That's the only downside I can see. The big thing is out here in Disney World, we're expected to hear announcement of when Tron will be opening up, as well as we are expecting another presentation by Kevin Feige about some more Marvel Phase 6 announcements to come. So expect that. I'm expecting to hear something about X-Men. I'm just going to tell you that right now, as well as it is rumored that they are going to be doing a new upgraded Tomorrowland out here in Walt Disney World. And last big thing, if you are a Disney fan, they are, of course, going to be announcing the festivities for next year's 100 Years of Disney celebration. Going to be calling it the Wonderful World of Dreams. So that's something to really check out. That's if you're coming out to the parks sometime in the next, I'd say 18 months, you're going to want to hear this because that will be the big celebration they'll be doing with their 100 years. Because there's not a lot of companies nowadays that make 100 years.
All of that was a lot of fun. Tell me, what do you have going on next week? What do you got going on?
Next week, of course, every Sunday, we got 5 Minutes of Disney, where we talk about some of the biggest Disney topics of the week. I do have another resort tour. I just went out on yesterday over at Port Orleans Riverside. A lot of fun, actually. To be honest, it was one of my first times walking around that property. I've seen some of the buildings, but there's a lot of stuff I've seen for the first time. So that was a lot of fun to do. And my wife and I not this Friday, but next Friday are going to be going out to Epcot. I may either film it or I may live stream it. I don't know. Probably film it though. We're going to go out and do an Epcot food and wine festival.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be so much fun.
Tasting. So that should be a lot of fun. Don't expect to see my wife on camera. She does not like being on camera, but you may hear her.
Shit, that sounds like a lot of fun though. Sounds like a whole lot of fun.
Oh, and Zach has made a comment. And that obviously, if people want to watch that fantastic Disney video you did where you were fighting off wasps, they would know the details of what he is talking about here.
But what's the comment? Wayne, are you going to give? Oh, I didn't give Ash away, did I? Absolutely, I'm giving Ash away. Pull up that wheel real quick and let's drop some Ash.
Yeah, I just comment.
No, I didn't give Ash away. I'm so glad you reminded me. No, I didn't. Yeah, pull up that comment picker real quick and let's do the hashtag Wayneko.
If you guys missed this, basically he was giving away a pop, but you had to put a comment in a particular video, and I'm not going to tell you right now.
No, we're not even going to tell you. I don't even know how many people put the comment in there. I didn't even look, to be honest with you. I'm so glad that you reminded us though, because I was skipping right past that one today. Let's see who's taking home Ash. Ash versus Evil Dead is honestly one of my favorite TV series of all time.
I still have not seen it, and I'm ashamed.
You're missing out. I have binged watched this Ash versus Evil Dead. It is absolutely hilarious. It is one of the greatest of all time.
Campbell, dude. I love Bruce Campbell. He is
one of the greatest of all times. But guys, come check me out Friday. I'll be dropping a new video on Friday. They're every Monday and Friday. I'm still trying to get some videos snuck in on Wednesdays, but scheduling and all of that stuff keeps happening. So I just haven't snuck any in, but I eventually will. I promise you. Eventually I will settle into my routine that I'm in now, and everything will just kind of go back to normal, right?
Hold on. It's taking me a minute. My computer is also running. Sometimes when I pull this comment picker up, I don't know what is with it, what's inside the coding of these things, but it drags my computer down so bad. Comment.
You got this. You got this.
It's
my fighting the wasps. That was so funny. So let me tell y'all that something funny is I still haven't won that battle. I decided that I was just going to hire a professional that knew what they were doing. I still have not won that battle. I kind of gave up. I am allergic to them, so I mean, if I got stung, I might have to go get an EpiPen. EpiPens are kind of expensive. I don't know if y'all know this, but they can be $500-$600 just depending on like what pharmacy you get them from. So I finally gave the battle up and said that I'd just hire someone to do it for me.
Why is it saying Captiva? What the hell is that?
I don't know. What are you doing? Why are you messing stuff up, man?
I don't know.
What are you rigging? You rigging the wheel already?
I'm already. That's what we do around here. Come on, man.
You rigging the wheel already? Is that what you got going on right there?
Let me make sure I got the right. Maybe I got the wrong video up for some reason.
So it should be the Disney Village.
Yes, I do have the wrong one.
Yeah. So it should
be Polynesian Village Resort.
Yes, it should have been the Polynesian Village Resort.
They did something new. They're screwing with me. They did this like you have to do a little stupid math problem before, kind of like making sure you're not a bot or something.
Yeah, that's funny.
freaking.
I'm glad they did that to you and not me.
I gotta show you this. This is hilarious.
I'd never be able to figure out the math. It's 1 plus 1 is 5. 5. 1 plus 1 is 5.
That's what I kept getting screwed on. Where is it? Let me bring this up. Take this.
I got it. 1 plus 1 is 5.
You have this little Captiva thing that they're putting in there now. So you got to answer the math question before you can figure out how many comments you got on there. Little bastards.
Before they will let you do it, they want you to answer the math question.
Oh my God.
So have you already put that hashtag in there? Hashtag
we got 3 people. In fact, one of them I think is you.
One of them is me, and I'm not going to allow myself to have it. So y'all got some really good odds going on at this moment. Who do we got?
Wayne,
who is it?
Oh, I think we're gonna pick again.
Woo! Yes, congratulations.
Can we say rigged? Can we say rigged on this one?
Spin it again. Rigged. Let's see who's getting it. Let's.
God, how is that happening?
Rigged.
2 times in a row.
Who do
there
we
go.
Zach it is. Zach, congratulations, brother. I will get a hold of you on Instagram. How about you get a hold of me on Instagram? Shoot me your address real quick just to make sure I have it. Let me make sure that I write down.
I like this comment. Attack and Co. walk into a bar.
What's it say?
Says a tech and a co walk into a bar.
That's right. All right, guys. Hey, I truly appreciate all of y'all for coming and hanging out with us. And, as always, guys, we will see y'all next week.
Laters.
Have a good one. If I can find this. Hold on, where'd it go? I know that it's
we forgot which buttons to press.
That's right. We done forgot which ones we're supposed to be pressing. No, guys, which one is it?
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sometimes the easiest things to do take the longest amount of time to get done. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but before we get out of here real quick, guys, don't forget to go check our channel memberships out. These are both very new features to Mr. Techbot and myself, but we're both very proud that we have made it to this point. So go check out our memberships. The link should be down in the description below. If it's not down in the description below, you should be able to go to any one of our videos and it'll be down in the description below. So make sure you go check that out. It's super cool, fun way to get interactive with the channel. You'll get some really cool icons, some really cool emojis you can drop over in that super chat. You can drop over there in that chat so that you can flex on everybody a little bit. And don't forget that any and all super chats will go down in the description after this video is over. Give us 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes to get it down in there. I mean, we might not be able to do it right away. We've got to eat dinner and still hang out with our family, but we truly appreciate all of you guys, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good one.